All right, guys, got another big one today is the 1 rep max deadlift, all right? This is always one where we advise caution, right? If you're not used to performing a deadlift, today's a day that maybe you wear a belt if you don't normally wear a belt for some extra support. But again, not every day is a PR day. Depending how you feel, work up to a max. The most important thing is that back position. So when you step up to a bar for a deadlift, there's generally 2 ways to set up. One, people like to set up here. Some people call this like the zombie setup. So I get my back tight here and kind of get tension, hips back, right? And then you pull it off the ground, okay? So I'd say the more common way is that people grab the bar, they're not set, okay? Maybe you switch your grip to get a better grip, but from here, you set your back from there, right? No matter what, we're prioritizing a process and a setup to get our back tight and strong, okay? You're gonna hold your breath. That'll also create pressure and stability in your midline, all right? At the heaviest lows, it's really gonna challenge the strength of your back. So as you're lifting, if you feel that happen, just stop and reset. Done for the day, okay? Some athletes that have mobility or tight hamstrings where at the bottom position, they really can't get into a good position to start, all right? We advise you starting with the bar higher off the ground. So maybe you can get to here with a good position, but off the floor you're rounded. So start it a little bit higher, and then you can go for it, just like everybody else. Another tool that we use is the sumo deadlift. So that's that wide stance. This position will take the stress off the low back, put it a bit more in the quads and the hips, right? Hands are inside the knees, and you stand up, okay? So that's a great alternative for those with back issues or tight hamstrings, all right? So 20 minutes to find your max for the day, and then we're going into a classic benchmark workout called DT. All right, guys, great workout today called DT. This is classic CrossFit, just you and your barbell. This should be a moderately heavy weight, okay? So it's 5 rounds, 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 push jerks. The best athletes in the world are going to be doing that basically as a complex. They're going to do a round, you know, a minute or less, pretty quick, right? For most people today, you're thinking around 10 minutes or less is probably the goal. Again, a weight that you can move, but you shouldn't be taking longer than about 2 minutes around. All right, a little bit of strategy here. If you think about the movements, they connect to each other, okay? So for me, when I'm doing a heavy weight here, what I'm going to do is those deadlifts to start. We did those in the strength today. So I'm going to do 11 deadlifts, okay? On my 11th deadlift, I'm going to drop the bar because to do my hang clean, I have to do a deadlift. So I do 11, I rest, okay? And then I'm going to set up, do my 12th deadlift, and now I'm going to start my hang clean. So hang clean, okay? If you can do these, the barbell cycling, meaning repetitive movement, is going to be from the shoulder. I bring it back to the hips. Okay? This workout, actually, fun fact for me, is where I learned to do the hook grip. Because when the bar comes down, I'm re-grabbing to load, and I have a strong grip here. When I was trying to do a regular grip, the bar was slipping out of my hands. Okay? So again, same concept. The thing I'm going to finish with is the overhead, the jerk. So I'm going to do, if I'm tired, I'm going to do 8 power cleans, put the bar down, shake it out, and my 9th rep will be to get into the push jerk. So I stand up, do my 9th jerk, and then 9th clean, and then I'm gonna go into the push jerk. So the goal here is to try to do this in as few sets as possible. If you can do all 6, that's great. All right, it's gonna be dip and drive straight up, stand. If you can link them together, that's great. You might, if it's heavy, you just stop it, reset, and go one at a time, okay? Every time you have to drop the bar here, it means that you have to clean it back up to your shoulders. So it's kind of like a penalty, all right? So really fun workout. Again, choose that moderately heavy weight, 5 rounds through. Have fun with it, guys. See you tomorrow.